He wants to play more, more shots. Yeah, couldn't be more proud of our guys. This was incredible first half performance. I thought our defense was outstanding. You know, we were at an incredible level of pace on offense. Just guys moving and cutting and sharing the ball, and certainly want to thank our crowd. I thought they had an impact in the game in terms of energizing our team, and you know, we've had guys on the team get better. You know, Trey's getting a little bit better, and Alex certainly is making an impact. You know, it's just one of those games where now John Newman plays at another level and gives us that extra guy that we need, making shots. So just a fantastic team win against a very good, very well-coached team that we have a lot of respect for.
Coach, how much of an advantage is it when it seems like any number of guys on your team can step up and have a big game like John did today? I mean, one game it's Hunter Tyson, and this game it's Tevin Mack.
We've had several guys have big games, which I think is important. You know, it's a little frustrating at times because there's not the consistency from some of them that we would like and that we need if you're going to be, you know, a top tier program in the league. You have to have guys that play great a lot, almost every time out. And we're getting a bunch of different guys that are having good games, and when we get them, you know, 3 or 4 on the same day offensively, it gives our team a chance to play with most teams in our league.
When they cut it to 10 there, under 10 minutes, a number of guys just hit big shots. Is that just a product of confidence?
Well, I hope so. You know, I don't know that we have like one just go-to player. Certainly Amir is probably who we play through the most, and you know, he plays at a high level. That helps us because he's not only scoring, he's passing it. You know, we're using him to facilitate our offense. But that's, you know, a little bit what happened at Pitt is they cut it to 6, and I think we had 3 great offensive possessions in a row. Al had 2 of them where he made a drop-off pass to Amir off a ball screen. He made a pull-up jump shot off a ball screen, and then we scored again on a play. And that's what you have to do is you have to answer other teams' runs. You're not going to keep a team like Louisville or just about anybody at home when we were playing Pitt, you know, from going on a little stretch. You got to be able to be good enough to withstand that. You know, certainly that's been our trouble is we haven't shot the ball well enough, you know, to do that all the time. There have been some games where we've gone back and when we chart it and look at our shot selection, we feel like our numbers are pretty good. Some are better than others, but you know, there's some games we've lost where we felt like we've executed probably better than what our stats show. And some of it's a product of just our players continuing to get better, build confidence, and you know, some of them it's experience. There's a lot of guys. John Newman was, you know, really didn't play a lot last year. Obviously, our freshmen, this is their first year of dealing with this, and they're good players, but they're not physically. They're not like a David Johnson who can physically overpower you as a freshman. Our guys have to make the right decisions. Alex and Al have to play the right way. They have to make shots. There's no physical ability that's going to allow them to dominate their opponent. They've got to do it within the system of how we play. And so that's execution. And if you don't execute well, then it doesn't go well. But I think that's what's improved, and hopefully it continues. You know, when we get multiple guys playing well, we're a good team.
What's been the biggest difference, Brad, in the last 2 games? Is it just a confidence thing, or just?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes that happens. You know, we played well defensively in both games, and sometimes that helps you because then you're getting out in transition. Maybe you get a couple shots, you know, an easier way. You don't have to manufacture everything with your offense, which is hard in college basketball and in your league. You know, we've played this many games, and everybody knows everything and knows your personnel and knows your favorite plays, and so you got to really execute, or guys got to make, you know, shots. And, you know, we haven't changed a lot. We've just kind of stuck with what we're doing. You know, the last 2 games we've played better. Certainly, you know, I thought we played reasonably well in our game against Notre Dame. Not having Amir is a factor for our team because he's our best offensive advantage. And so when we don't have him, that's problematic. So I don't know that we've played, bad basketball all the time. I've told you guys this. There are a lot of times when you can play pretty good basketball in this league, but because of the quality of the competition, it's not going to be enough some nights. Our league, I was asked this at Pitt, our league has gotten a little bit of a bad rap because we only got 4 teams right now that they think are going to make it. I would tell you that a lot of that happens because of what happens in the pre-conference, the non-conference scheduling. It's almost like whatever happens before your conference gets labeled, and that makes it difficult to change. And there's no question the league's not quite as talented as last year or some of the other years when we had 3 top seeds and all that. But the teams at the bottom of the league are better. The teams in the bottom are much better. And, whoever you want to say can beat anybody on any given night. There's no, and it's happened. Some of the better teams have lost, games against the middle to bottom half teams in the league because the bottom half teams have gotten better. They're different. And maybe they're more healthy. Maybe it's some freshmen are now playing different. But it doesn't matter. It makes it hard because your net's down or whatever from things that happened in November and December, and so it makes it look like the teams are overmatched, and they're not. There's a lot of teams in the middle of our league that are playing very good basketball, especially when you play at home. It's an advantage, and it's hard to win on the road.
How concerned were you when Amir picked up that 3rd foul just after halftime, or did you trust him to be able to keep from fouling?
I have a lot of faith in Amir, and we had some things planned to help him if we needed to. We were going to do some doubling, and we played more zone to try to protect him a little bit. Yeah, it was a concern, no question.
What about the job John did on Nwora, and then the overall physical nature of your defense?
Yeah, John was great. He's done a good job battling him. He's an unbelievable talented player. Us scoring, I thought really helped us, gave us energy to defend. You're more energized. I think John having a big offensive game, making some shots, crowd's going crazy, that energizes you to defend even harder. I've told you guys, that's a huge thing, I think, in Death Valley. When the game starts in Death Valley, when we're on defense in the first play, the whole place is going crazy. And if it gets to 3rd down, look out. It's just insane. And it's like first quarter, And we might be up 21-3 in a game, and it's the beginning of the 2nd quarter, and they're still doing it. And when our crowd's doing that here, it energizes your team. And make a couple shots, man, guys are coming over. Our guys were tired because of the adrenaline. Our guys were exhausted in the first half because of the adrenaline. They were playing with such pace, and they were so excited and playing well, and just that, their hearts were about to beat out of their chest, a couple of them, and they were asking to come out of the game. And, I thought our bench helped us in the first half.
We talked about foul shots at different points of this season.
Yep.
They were clearly challenging you guys to make them down the stretch, and you did. That's got to be positive.
Yeah, it does. Obviously our last 2-minute defense, our 2-minute drill needs a little work on defense because they were scoring in about 6 seconds, so it made it last forever. But we did a good job. They were pressing us. We got it in. We looked up the floor. We, handled that well. They obviously were fouling some. Guys made shots, made free throws. We missed a couple, which you're going to miss a couple when they foul as many times as they did. But by and large, our guys were good. We got confidence in them, and they show that. We've been, like anything, we've been working on them. We've been working on them all year. And I think some guys, getting a little rut, and they'll start to work their way out of it.
Brad, we've got some young guys on this team. You guys lost 3 straight. Who kind of stepped up from a leadership standpoint? Good thing.
Well, Amir obviously does. He's probably our top guy in that area. Clyde, I think, has been good. A little more quiet personality, but serious in nature. But I've told you guys all year that this team has been tremendous to coach. They come to work every day. We practice. We practiced hard Friday. We had a little bit of live stuff this morning to get ready for the game. So these guys have worked. They've been good to coach. They're trying to get better. They want to learn. They're young, and so there's been some frustration because we have some repeat mistakes in a lot of areas that have hindered us. You know, that part is frustrating, but at the same time, they want to be good, they're trying, and it's, any of our failure is not from lack of effort. It's, you know, it's execution, decision-making, experience, but it's not for kids who haven't been competing. I was telling you guys that when we were struggling in December. They just are hanging in there and battling, and they want to do well, they want to please, they want to do right. They're proud of their school, and they want to have a good team.
Brad, how's it feel to make history again tonight? First time in 40 years, you guys beat two top.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, obviously I didn't know anything about that until Tim said it in the radio show or whatever, which is normal. You know, Dabo like lists them all, and he's got them on a cheat sheet, I guess, but, and then obviously he breaks them all too, so I mean, I guess Tim better get ready, but, you know, I'm just really happy for our players. Those are two big-time wins against outstanding teams with great coaches, and our guys, you know, played at an elite level tonight, and the challenge is to try to sustain that, whether it's, you know, in Little John or outside, and we've got to do a better job away from home.
Our team seemed loose today.
I don't know if we were loose. I think we were aggressive. You know, we came in with a good mindset. We felt like we were ready to play, had a good plan. Kids had practiced well. We tried to give them some confidence. And, you know, we had some early success, which always helps when you start a game well and build a little confidence, and then you play off your crowd a little bit with some more, then it